It's now time for the Reverse Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to April 6th of the year 2023 when the Nashville Predators were welcoming in the Carolina Hurricanes. John Hines would deploy his lines in the following way. Off in the save, Glasson, Tomasino make up your first line. Sherwood, Novak, and Evangelista. Trennan, Sisson, and Asplund. Sanford, Jankowski, and McCarron. Your defensive pairings. Now, listen up. McDonough and Fabro, Barry, and recently signed Livingstone called up, making his NHL debut already. You can go from college to the NHL playing for the Nashville Predators just that quickly and possibly be in the NHL playoffs a week later at this point in time if you are a healthy body able defenseman for the Nashville Predators organization. So Barry and Livingstone make up your second defensive pairing, and Stastny and Foote. You know, just like the organization drew it up out of training camp going into the season, a lot has changed in the last several weeks. UC Saros gets the start in net against the first place Carolina Hurricanes. We are 1:30 into the first period. It's Anderson coming up with a save on Barry. It's the first shot on goal of the game at 3:44. Saros checks into the game. He comes up with a save on Jarvis. 5:44. Anderson comes up with a save on Sherwood, plus the follow-up by McDonough. 6:35. Evangelista's off the box. 2 minutes for puck over the glass, but no worries. It's going to be Jankowski scoring the shorthanded goal, his 6th of the season. He took the shot and goes bar down far side on the 2-on-1. The Nashville Predators have a 1-0 lead. Carolina would not generate a single shot on goal. At 10:47 of the first period, McCarron's going to score his second goal of the season. It's going to be the Nashville Predators' second goal of the game. 2-0 lead now. He simply threw a sharp angle shot right along the goal line off of the skate of Anderson and into the net. Don't know what he was intending to do, but that's why it's a good idea to always just throw it at the net. Perfect bank shot off the blade of the skate. Nashville Predators with a 2-0 lead. At 11:32 of the first period, Sherwood's off to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. This is just going to be an incredible PK. Clogging the lanes, denying the blue line, and blocking shot opportunities. The Carolina Hurricanes would not register a shot on goal. At 16:58 of the first period, UC Saros comes up with a huge blocker save. 17:24 of the first period, Saros comes up with a save on Saul. 19:35. Aho's off to the box. 2 minutes for High sticking in the offensive zone. A long shift of Aho taking a good physical pounding leads to him taking a penalty and heading off to the box. We hit the end of the first period. Carolina's out shooting the Preds 13-8, but the Preds have a 2-0 lead and a carryover of a power play into the second period of 1 minute and 35 seconds. Anderson would come up with a save on Asplund during that continuation. We go to the 4:38 mark of the second period. That's when Anderson comes up with a save on Novak after some strong, confident stick handling. At 7:19, Saros comes up with a save on Burns. 9:24, Saros a save on Martinuk. 10:40 of the second, Saros a save on Burns, plus the rebound follow-up. World-class save sequence right there. 12:23 of the second period. And Anderson's back in the game, coming up with a save on Evangelista, who came up with a really strong scoring opportunity after another good, strong puck handle. 14:34 of the second, Saros comes up with a save on Burns. 16:40, Saros a save on Teravainen. At 19:23, Shea puts the puck in the net. A wrist shot from the circle. It is challenged. Goaltender interference as the Canes player was trying to cut through the crease. He did hit UC Saros' glove. That is exactly where the puck ends up going in the net, so the interference directly affected the play. The goal is taken off the board. The Nashville Predators challenge is rewarded. So we go back to 0 for Carolina, so still 2-0 in favor of the Nashville Predators. Now, the Predators are being outshot dramatically here at the end of the second period, 26-14. But it was a very strong defensive period for the Nashville Predators. The Predators honestly controlled much of this period. The shots were coming from far the outside. They were certainly not getting into the high danger area like they were at other times of this game. So the Nashville Predators played a very good, strong, professional second period with the long change. Into the third period on the clean sheet, 1 minute and 1 second in, UC Saros come up with a save on Shea's long shot. No traffic, and he saw that one coming all the way. At 3:59 of the third period, Burns puts the puck into the net. He faked dumping the puck along the wall from the neutral zone, and he shoots it directly into the net. Caught UC Saros leaving the crease area a little bit earlier, leaning. He wasn't quite out of the crease yet. Luckily for the Nashville Predators, as this puck was being fired in from the neutral zone, the Canes had yet to clear completely out of the zone. This puck was immediately ruled to be offsides. The goal was taken off the board end. What would have been a slightly embarrassing goal against for UC Saros, and the Nashville Predators is taken away. Second goal of the game taken off the board now for the Carolina Hurricanes. 6:49 of the third period. It's Tommy Novak shot. It trickles onto the goal line. It wasn't trickling. It was spinning. It was doing everything but going across the goal line. There was a fierce battle. McDonough tries to get in there. He has his stick lifted. He just cannot get to it. And the Canes find a way to get that puck out of there without it going across the goal line. Some otherworldly looks at it on their broadcast. They certainly had all of the evidence to show that it never made it across the goal line. 9:56 of the third period. Puljujarvi comes up with a shot that's stopped by the kick out, the pad by UC Saros, and then the rebound off of the toe. So two saves with the leg there by Saros. 10:51 Saros comes up with a save on Shea. 15:31 Anderson comes up with a save on Novak's wraparound opportunity. Barely any offense for the Preds in the third period, so it was worth making a notation when even that little bit happened. 16:38 Anderson comes up with a diving save to prevent the empty net goal. He was headed to the bench as it was being dumped down. He dives back into the middle of the ice, circumventing that empty net goal. But at 17:16, the Nashville Predators would convert on the empty net goal. It would be Dante Fabro sliding that puck the length of the ice for his second goal of the season. Dante Fabro, empty net goal. Nashville up 3-0 over the Carolina Hurricanes. It would be a rather uneventful 6-on-5 for the remaining minutes of the game. The Nashville Predators would win the game 3-0, but be outshot 33-23. So for the Nashville Predators, they beat a first-place team for the second time this week. The Carolina Hurricanes are the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference behind the Boston Bruins. Wait, didn't the Nashville Predators just beat them recently as well? Nashville Predators beat the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, the Vegas Golden Knights, on home ice just the other night. Now they beat the number 2 seed and their division-leading Carolina Hurricanes from over in the Eastern Conference. Highly impressive stuff. The Preds are certainly outgunned and outmatched by these teams that they're beating, but they're competing harder and they're battling for every puck, and they are showing the league what this young group can do. When you look at that Nashville Predators defense core, it doesn't strike fear into a whole lot of people who are just going to look at it. But I'm telling you right now, you score 3 victories over 3 first-place teams in less than 2 weeks, and it's going to start to strike fear into everyone who is on the schedule the rest of the way. So the Nashville Predators have a pivotal game coming up. These 2 points go a long way to keeping the Nashville Predators in control of their own destiny. Now they'll face off against the Winnipeg Jets with the wild card spot on the line. Just 4 games to go in the season. That's going to do it for the Reverse Sports full game recap. We've got so much more to talk about when it comes to this game. UC Saros, another otherworldly performance. He gets the shutout, his second on the season, his second victory against the Carolina Hurricanes. We've got a lot to talk about when it comes to that. The numbers are staggering, just staggering what UC Saros did against the Carolina Hurricanes this year. That's going to do it for the Reverse Sports full game recap. We've got analysis. We've got the Renegades of Puck, Sean C. Smith, Brian Baston. We've got the box score. We've got all of that coming up next on the Renegades of Puck podcast.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Tracy, owner-operator of Strong Style Fitness. And that's me and my training assistant, Rizzo. And we are here to bring you fitness that meets you where you are by offering circuit classes, bar-inspired classes, Tabata workouts, boot camps, guided stretching, and more, all taught by a certified personal trainer, me. To learn more, go to our website, strongstylefit.com. Subscribe on YouTube at Strong Style Fitness. Follow on social media at Strong Style Fit. But most importantly, let's get you moving. It doesn't matter if it's your first workout or you've been doing it for years. Strong Style Fitness has the workout that meets you on your journey and helps you along the path to a happier, healthier life. I understand where you've been, what you were going through, and where you were going, and I want to take you there. We'll see you on the mat.